What's interesting to Vincent is the challenge sunflowers offer him of working more in areas of solid color, something he knows from the Japanese prints that he collects. So he first envisions paintings of large yellow flowers against a blue or blue-green background in a simple orange frame, creating the effect of a stained glass window in a Gothic church. But after 3 versions in mainly yellows and blues, he moves on to a version in different tones of yellow, and he describes working on it like this. Now, to get up heat enough to melt that gold, those flower tones, it isn't everybody who can do it. It needs the whole and entire force of a single individual. And that he succeeds in this is acknowledged by his brother Theo, who writes to him sometime later telling him, I've put one of the sunflowers on the mantelpiece in our dining room. It has the effect of a piece of fabric embroidered with satin and gold. It's magnificent. Paul Gauguin is an older and more experienced artist than Vincent, and Vincent looks up to him and is hoping to learn from him. What he sees in Gauguin is a groundbreaker of modern art. But at the same time, he wants to keep his own originality, his own style. He wants to show Gauguin that he is an artist in his own right, and creating the large sunflower paintings is part of that. He wants to impress Gauguin with a subject Vincent knew he would like. When you look at the sunflower paintings, of course, what immediately strikes you is Vincent's use of bold colors in many different tones, in our case yellow. But he also experiments with the composition of his subject, with light-on-light effects, with using different brush strokes, broad and small, in thick and in thin layers of paint. And all of these techniques combined produce wonderfully vibrant paintings that show us the sunflowers as Vincent sees them. I do not invent the whole picture, he writes about his work. I find it already in nature, only it must be disentangled. At the time Vincent is painting the sunflowers, he doesn't really think of a symbolic meaning. But when you look at the sunflowers, it's clear to see that Vincent not only depicts sunflowers in all their finery, but he also shows flowers that are starting to wilt. We know that to Vincent, that's an expression of the essence of life, of beauty and tragedy combined, and that he sees that as some sort of consolation to the beholder. He wants to express something comforting with his paintings, the same way music can be comforting.